Oh, it was embarrassing. Oh my God, it was horrible. It was, and once you're in a song, you just can't stop. You know, like, okay, hit the one chord and let's just end it. You know, people are looking at you. You're trying to make something out of it. And it was just awful. I'm leading them with finger codes, like first chord, second chord, bridge. We had, even at that stage, had like, okay, 1, 4, 5. Anyway, but it was awful. And over about a year of playing it, and Fun and Games the same way, which is the song you just played, the same kind of thing. I called the song, oh no, don't you do it, don't you do it. And I called the song, and so back to Been So Long. The song turned into like a 20-minute song. I'm not kidding. It was edited on this thing you're about to play is edited. I think it's an 11-minute song on our live album, and Rick Dufay just rips it on it. He's just a pleasure to hear. I just love it. I mean, no wonder the song was so long on stage. It was just wonderful. It was just a wonderful groove, and yeah, it was very sexy, and I don't know. I love the tune. I have a hard time playing it and singing it at the same time. Like when I'm playing guitar.
Yeah.
For some reason. I don't know. I'm particular about, you know, the little hits and stuff, but it ain't as good when I do it by myself as it is with the band.
Well, the thing about the CD is you're so much fun while you're singing it. You're so modest, and you know the groove in the band and the energy and the team, and it comes off. And again, Blue by Nature is up for the LA Critics Award. So let's go to that right now. It's been so long.
Right on.
Here we go. Thank you. Rock on.
They say nothing in life is free. Well, we're here to tell you they're wrong. Because when you switch to US Cellular, you can get the Samsung Galaxy S21 5G for free with no hidden requirements. That's right, the Samsung Galaxy S21 5G has launched and you can get it for free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular. Terms and conditions apply. See store at uscellular.com for details.
Upgrade to fair at US Cellular. Visit ConnectCell, an authorized agent of US Cellular. Located in Grafton, Jackson, West Bend, and Sheboygan. Or visit us online at ConnectCell.com.
To show you how easy it is to file a claim with Geico, we hired sports commentator Dick Vitale.
Tonight's matchup is me versus an ugly fender bender. If I can eke out a win, it would be a miracle, baby.
Mr. Vitale, it wouldn't be a miracle because Geico gives you a team of experts to help manage your claim.
It's going to be a nail-biter.
Nope. The Geico team is there for you 24/7.
Now that's a dipsy-do dunkaroo of a claims team. Geico is awesome, baby, with a capital A.
Geico. Great service without all the drama.
We are ready to go. Now we're talking about school, everybody.
Yeah, school. It's that time again. That time again.
Congratulations. You're talking. Is your sister going to be subbed in too? You said K-5 all the way to 12th grade?
My sister-in-law, Angie, is going to teach, be a floating sub in a small town.
Yeah, that's neat.
K through 12, yeah. Well, we'll keep it interesting, if you survive.
Oh, it's all good. Good karma. It's like the music, everything is good, happy stuff, and pass it out there. And I know you've influenced many youth with your music through your time. I mean, music, when I just sub, and when music brings out such the arts in the kids and the adults, and later in life, and you hear the stories when they were young.
Food for the soul. Bring back music in schools again, please. Music, arts, everything. Yeah, I think we suffer when we don't have it. It certainly got me through, school. I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't had that. I would have, who knows, might have been a renegade.
Well, you've been a punk rocker then, you'd be really hitting it hard.
Yeah, but it was still music. I mean, I was a harmless punk rocker, I mean, I was a musical person. I was a happy, punk rocker. I'm looking at my poster right now in my music room here.
Did you have spike hair?
I wasn't. Yeah, and I cut it myself, too.
Do you remember the band Shut Up Marie? I think you do. Shut Up Marie, or L.A. too, because a friend of mine, Annie B. in the Milwaukee area, was in Shut Up Marie back in the 80s.
Yeah, but I was in New York.
You were in New York?
In 1980s. Yeah, in the early 80s. I was in New York. Yeah, that was interesting because we got done with our second album, 1994's second album, and New Wave was coming in, and you can hear it in our second album, Please Stand By. We're getting a little techno. Yeah. And, bringing it in. And I went back to New York when the album was done, where I lived, and I was at the Ritz, which is a huge theater, a giant disco with upstairs, downstairs, wraparound loge, and it was just a very cool place. And we were just hanging around there, and I was looking down at the dance floor. I'd just gotten into town, really, and I'm looking down at the dance floor, and everybody was dressed, in the current new wave look, completely different. I felt absolutely Squaresville. I'm wearing bootcut jeans. I had my hair wasn't real long, but it was just the former look, and style. I know it's kind of corny, but I went out the very next day and I had somebody come cut my hair off. Cut my hair. I sewed all my jeans by hand, sewed them tight, and threw away remember I told you I used to go out and buy boots? Yeah. I dumped them all. I think I wish I had saved them because they were absolutely exquisite, and I should have, but I was so disgusted I dumped them. I got rid of them, and I went out and got tennis shoes and low spiky heels from the 60s. I just completely changed my style overnight. Because I was just disgusted. That was it. Yeah, and we had a little problem too. Yeah, it was an epiphany. I had fun.
I love it.
I have to be different.
I love it,
and it was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. And New York at that time was not quite as wild as it had been, as was what was really going on just before I got back. But it was still really, really stimulating and creative. And, of course, New York is that way. Well, I don't know if it still is musically, but it sure was then. It goes back and forth. It's not always the hot spot. I was there in 2015. I couldn't find a live original band. It was kind of a bummer.
Was that back in the 70s? Was it that Studio 54? Was that those days, too? In New York?
Studio 54 was before the punk rock thing. I don't think Studio 54 was still open in 1980. Anybody can call in and correct me, but that wasn't the hip thing. That was the 70s, Yeah. That was just the more glitz thing. Glitzy, hard to describe. It's hard to describe. The 80s turned into the new wave punk era.
Gotcha.
At least that's how I read it. That's how I saw it. I really don't think Studio 54 was going on. More like the, CBGBs and, oh my God, there was another place we just loved to go to. Oh man, it was free to get in, and that always mattered because then I didn't have a record deal, so I was kind of looking around on the ground for money, which is easy to find in New York City. Probably scrape about $5 off the ground in about 2 blocks. Oh. Just stuff, that's people's wallets are just so willy-nilly. People don't drive, so they walk.
Gotcha.
And now it's really cool. When I was there in 2015, people talking on their phones, right? They're FaceTiming with their friends, so you can look and see who they're talking to. They walk down the street laughing, and it's pretty funny.
Isn't that something?
Like,
when people have cell phones,
it was really a trip.
When you see people with their cell phones and they're like, or like when you do a selfie, everybody's got their hello, and then else, and they go back to this grouchy look or whatever.
Yeah, I did that. I went out to this bar. I was there by myself for 7 days in 2015. It just ended up that I was by myself, and I was going around to all my places, my local haunts, my previous haunts, and I ended up at this bar on the west side, like 9th, and in the days when I was there, it was Hell's Kitchen. That wasn't a place to be at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Alone. In fact, we shot our video over there. It was like, but anyway, because it was so dark and creepy, it was a pretty dangerous place. Well, it's gentrified, and I went over there. I had seen it when I went to a grocery store or something, because that's where I was staying in Midtown. So on my way home, alone, you're walking. I had, 10 blocks to go. And so I pulled my phone out, and I carried on a very vibrant conversation. Like I told the guy, next time I see him, I'm going to pull a gun on that guy. I just acted like a aggressive,
just
person. Like, don't mess with me, man. You don't want this. You don't want this. Okay? Let me tell you.
Oh my God.
You don't want to confront this. All right?